Now, I want to be really clear about something up front. I'm not anti optimization. I optimize my own sleep. I care about training structure. I pay attention to light exposure, nutrition, recovery. And all of that stuff matters. And at the same time, all of that can quietly prevent you from truly living well, feeling alive, and experiencing calm momentum while building what matters. My name is Dan. I've been running businesses and working with founders and leaders for over a decade. People who are already successful, already disciplined, already super capable. And in this video, I want to walk you through a distinction almost no one is actually making clearly enough. And so it's not whether optimization is useful, but what level of the system is it applied to? And from what internal orientation? And if you stay with me until the end, you'll walk away with a clean internal rule, one that not only lets you keep your tools, but amplifies their capacity to support you in feeling well and vibrantly alive. Here's what I see constantly: smart, successful, capable people saying, if I can just dial this in, then I'll be settled. The sleep stack, the supplement stack, morning routine, evening shutdown, and yet it tends to never quite land fully. Not because optimization doesn't work, but because it's being asked to do a job it can't do. And here is the distinction that actually matters. Optimization is helpful when it supports recovery, restores the baseline, and reduces load on the nervous system. Sleep optimization is good. Nutrition is useful. Training structure, absolutely. Optimization becomes problematic when regulation is pursued. So you can keep overriding yourself when recovery tools are propping you up and propping up an unsustainable internal pace. And most importantly, when optimization becomes a distraction from attending to the deeper and often less comfortable unresolved parts of the psyche and patterns of our behavior. And so this is where the endless loop begins. It's not intentional. The person isn't bad for doing so. The reality is it's fear-based, a protective mechanism to prevent one from feeling fear or feeling pain of a part of the mind not feeling worthy. The first step is to acknowledge this, that these parts are here, that they don't make a human wrong or unworthy in and of themselves. These parts are the protectors, and one that simply doesn't need to protect anymore because you've decided to give yourself permission to feel pain or to feel fear. And you're identified not as the thought, but as the brilliance and magnificence of what you are, life itself, as the intelligence running your entire being and everything beyond it. It can take time to let this land and for it to stabilize and acclimatize, but this is the full, unbound potentiality of the reality of what you actually are. And notice how I'm not saying give up ambition, drive, or purpose, but instead, where is the movement coming from? What is the drive truly on behalf of? Service and creation, or is it avoidance and fear? Are you driven by a freedom from pain, discomfort, tension, or a freedom to create, to expand, to be of service? So the message here is not stop optimizing, it's stop leaning on optimization without attending to the deeper layers. Sleep gets to stay, supplements get to stay, training gets to stay. What falls away is chronic self surveillance, constant self correction, identity level strain. And here's a reflection I often offer clients: if you stopped relating to yourself as something that constantly needs fixing, what might become available instead? That question alone can shift a lot. If you want one clean rule to hold, it's going to be this: tools serve the nervous system. Don't turn the nervous system into a servant of the tools. When the tool is in charge, the system never rests. When the system leads and we're guided by it, tools become supportive, not compulsory. And that's where relaxed intensity and calm momentum actually live. And so, if this is resonating and you're at a stage where performance isn't a problem, but how it feels to sustain it is, there's a page and a link below where I explain who I work with and who I don't work with. No pressure. If it feels relevant, you can explore it there. And I'm the one that personally jumps onto those calls and has that conversation with you. You don't need fewer tools. You need a system that no longer requires self override to succeed and to bring the work you're moved to bring into the world. Restore the baseline that you set aside while building what mattered. I'll see you in the next one, together in deep work, deep rest, and play.